A child fell blazing from his mother's womb as she fled a demon, and from that fall, a sage received his name forever.
Adi Parva, Book 1, Chapter 6. In the previous chapter, Shaunika asks the son of Lomaharshana to recount the Bhargava lineage. While Bhrigu was away, a Rakshasa entered his hermitage, desired Puloma, and pressed Agni to confirm her identity. Agni stood distressed and afraid, on the edge of answering.
The moment Agni spoke, the Rakshasa seized Puloma and carried her off. He took the form of a boar and moved with the speed of thought and wind. But the child she carried fell from her womb in fury as she was being taken. The instant he touched the earth, he blazed with the radiance of the sun, and from that very falling he received his name, Chyavana, scion of Bhrigu. When the Rakshasa saw the blazing child lying there, he was reduced to ash and fell, releasing Puloma. She took up her newborn son, lovely Puloma, and walked on, overcome with grief. Brahma himself, the grandfather of all the worlds, saw Bhrigu's blameless wife walking and weeping, her eyes brimming with tears, and the great progenitor consoled her. From her falling teardrops, a river arose and flowed, following her path as she walked in sorrow. Brahma saw that river flowing in her wake and gave it its name at that moment, Vadhu-sara, the bride stream. It flowed onward toward Chyavana's hermitage. So Chyavana was born, mighty son of Bhrigu. His father found them there, the child and that radiant woman. By whom were you made known to that Rakshasa who sought to take you away? He did not know on his own that you were my wife, O lovely smiling one. Tell me the truth. I wish to curse him today in my fury. Who is there who does not fear my curse? Whose is this transgression? Puloma answered plainly, It was Agni who revealed me to that Rakshasa, O venerable one. Then the Rakshasa carried me away, while I cried out like a kurari, an osprey in distress. I was freed only by the blazing power of your own son. The Rakshasa, releasing me, was turned to ash and fell. Hearing this from Puloma, Bhrigu was consumed by the deepest fury. He cursed Agni then and there. You shall consume all things without distinction. This chapter matters, because when the Rakshasa seized Puloma and fled in the form of a boar, the child in her womb fell blazing to the earth. And from that fall, he was named Chyavana. In the next chapter, the defense of Agni and the restoration of fire. Cursed by Bhrigu for truthfully identifying the demon Puloma, Agni defends his sacred role as the mouth of both the Devas and the Pitris. The journey continues in the next chapter.